This is Anita Edge interviewing Jeannine Crooks. This video is part 3 of 4. Here Jeannine covers how to select the right affiliate network for your product or service.
So let's say I've determined my margin is plenty, and it looks like a good approach for me to set up an affiliate program. And I definitely want to go through an affiliate network because I don't want all the hassle of setting up, handling all the finances and all that stuff myself. What do I do next? How do I find an affiliate network? What do I do to set it up? What's it cost me? How much time does it take?
Well, that's a great question, or a bunch of questions. Well, for an affiliate network, there's actually probably, I would say, 6 or 7 affiliate networks that are sort of the big boys in the industry, and then there's probably a couple hundred little tiny guys that are out there. So, I think that it's important. What I would always recommend is working with one of the bigger networks. There's basically 3 networks that are the biggest networks, and then there's a group of networks, about 3 or 4, that are kind of one step down, not as big, but there's pros and cons to whether you want to work with the biggest guys that are out there or the ones that aren't quite as big but can give you more attention. The biggest 3 networks have large setup fees. They have large startup fees. So you're going to be paying anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 for the right to work with them, in addition to monthly minimums plus a percentage of whatever sales get sent through the affiliate network. And for most of those, for the big guys, unless you are a really, really, really large merchant, you're going to pretty much be self-managing your entire program. So basically you are just buying space on their website, so to speak, to offer your affiliate program. They're not going to help you. They don't. It's not part of their business model. And, you can plead all you want, but for some of them, you could send them an email, and honest to God, you will die before you get a response. And they make no apologies. That's just plain how they are. They do, in most cases, have the greatest quantity of affiliates, so you'll have, perhaps the greatest exposure that way. But in affiliate marketing, like anything else, there's very definitely an 80-20 rule, and I'd say it's more like 90-10 in terms of, the sheer volume of people versus the ones that are actually doing business, when it comes to affiliate marketing. So, you've got to decide if that's worth it to you, because you will pretty much be managing it on yourself. They'll handle the financial transactions for you, but as far as approving affiliates or screening them, that's going to fall on you if you're going to one of the big 3. Then kind of the next grouping of networks, which is where my company is at, Buy Ad Affiliate Network. We tend to be smaller. We have lower startup fees. We have lower monthly minimums. But usually there's somebody there that you can give a call to, and they will answer your questions. They'll help you with things in that, our business model involves merchant support, and it involves affiliate support. So even though we may not have as many affiliates or as many merchants as some of the, super huge companies that are our competitors in the United States, usually our affiliates perform as well or better because, we take care of them. We take care of handling their needs, handling their questions, being responsive when they've got an issue. And so as a result, they remain very loyal to us, which is really kind of exciting. So, that's kind of something, kind of back with deciding how you want to manage it. You need to decide whether you want to go to a big affiliate program where you're just, or a big affiliate network where you're just running space, or to kind of a smaller network where you're going to get kind of the care and attention you need. So, that's kind of some of the questions that you want to ask yourself. What are the upfront startup costs, depending on the affiliate network? What kind of attention and support can you count on? How active is their affiliate base? And then, kind of some additional questions you want to ask is, do they have anybody else like me on their network? And that can be a consideration if, for example, they've already got someone who's similar, or perhaps even a competitor on there. It means they've probably got an affiliate base already in existence who would be comfortable promoting your product. But conversely, if you don't sell or convert at as high of a rate as your competitor on that same network, you could be on there and the affiliates will check you out and decide you're not as good and not stick with you. So you've got to really kind of keep that balance in mind as you're taking a look at which affiliate network you're picking out. Some of the networks choose to be much more aggressive in terms of a rating system of both merchants and affiliates. And, you know, if you look like you're only 2 bars and your competitors are all 3 bars, who's an affiliate going to work with? They're going to work with the higher ranked guy. And even though you're on the bigger program, they're not going to come play with you. So, you know, there's a lot to keep in mind. And, you know, so for someone first entering the affiliate marketing industry, you know, I usually recommend that you go with someone where you're going to get the support. And I've been doing it a long time.
Right.
So it helps.
I would imagine if you're just starting with an affiliate program, you better not be on your own. I mean, you wouldn't know what you're doing, right?
You know, you really want to spend a lot of time educating yourself if you're determined to start off on your own. You know, I've seen a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm going to go with these guys because they're the biggest. Yeah, it's not a really good idea always to do that. You know, if someday you want to go to them, fine, but then I would still start with a smaller network and kind of work out all the bugs, figure out what all the problems are, what the challenges are before you go open your program up to the biggest network. You know, make sure you've got something that's going to work for you. Because otherwise, you know, as I mentioned, for example, those biggest networks all charge huge fees. And in a lot of cases, they will also nickel and dime you a lot. You know, they're going to charge you if you want to put your logo on the website. They're going to charge you each time you want to email your people. They're going to charge you each time someone wants to subscribe to your data feed. You know, and it's just at the end of the month, you can have just a fortune in additional charges that may or may not have brought you any business. So, you know, don't just look at the sign-up fees and the monthly fees. Look at all the additional little fees and how fast those can add up.